My feet are killing me.
I told you should buy some more comfortable shoes.
You told me I should buy everything I laid on my eyes on. I think I wore a hole in my charge card. Holly, this place is absolutely wonderful. Every time I come over here, it gets a little better.
You know, I never knew decorating could be such fun. Now that everything is in, it really feels like home.
All I needed was a woman's touch. You got some gorgeous things here.
Yeah, here, too. Actually, you didn't do so badly yourself.
You're right, I didn't. Oh, I went into that little store outside the hotel and I ended up getting this.
Oh, good, I love that. New York has to be the best place in the whole world to shop.
Well, you shop. You're on a whirlwind. You're shopping like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you never know. Oh, I can't believe all this makeup that woman talked me into buying.
Well, dear, she wasn't exactly twisting your arm. Although I must admit, she did an incredible job on your eyes. They really look beautiful.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're a little dramatic for daytime, maybe, but...
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just a matter of, you know, wearing the right clothes. I've decided I'm going to dress up a little more.
You always dress very nice.
Yeah, just nice. That's it. I've been reading about all the new styles. They're really terrific. You know, big shoulders, short skirts, hats.
I always think of you as having kind of a more natural look.
I'm bored with that. I'm in the mood for a change, something new, something exciting and different. A whole new Holly Sutton. Or should I say Holly Scorpio?
I don't know. I kind of like the old Holly Sutton.
Why don't you show me what you bought? Maybe some of it would go with my makeup. I certainly can't use it all myself. Hope your spree was a good one, Robert.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I can't get over how wonderful he's been.
You two are getting a lot closer, aren't you?
Well, it depends what you mean by closer. We've always been friends.
Well, I guess I mean because you're living in such close proximity.
That's just like having a roommate. Nothing more.
Well, yes, except that one never has a roommate as handsome as that.
Nothing is happening, Bobbie.
I wonder.
I just told you.
Oh, Holly, I don't mean that anything is happening consciously. I don't even mean that anything is happening between the two of you, but I think something's happening with you.
You mean just because I'm dressing up more?
Because of your attitude.
What about it?
Well, for example, those two gentlemen who tried to pick us up at brunch. In case you didn't notice, they happen to be very attractive.
So?
So, you just sat there.
Well, I told you you could go with them and have a drink. I didn't mind.
I know that, but I don't understand why you didn't want to go with them. The one with the mustache really liked you, I could tell.
Maybe it's just not my type.
Well, I think there's a little more to it than that.
Try this on for size. I'm married.
I knew you'd say that.
But it's true.
Holly, in name only, I thought. Won't Robert allow you to go out with other men?
I guess so.
Guess so.
I never asked him.
Holly, Robert can't expect you to be faithful to him.
I don't know, Bobbie. I've never asked him. You'll have to ask him yourself.
Why haven't you?
As yet, it hasn't been an issue, okay?
Holly, I'm sorry. And you're angry.
No, I'm not angry. Everything you said is true. It's just if you're talking about those two guys, actually, I didn't fancy either of them, and that is the only reason why I didn't accept their invitation.
Okay, well, as a matter of fact, I didn't fancy either one of them either.
Though actually, the drink sounded quite good.
We should have called Robert. We could have had him meet us at the airport. We could have taken him for a drink at the Versailles room.
No, I doubt it. He's been incredibly busy with this murder case.
How's that coming along?
Well, slowly. He's been working on it night and day. He certainly is going to deserve a vacation when it's all over with.
Holly, do you really think this is neat?
I think it is very sexy. I like it.
Oh, so do I. I hope David Arlen likes it. I'm so glad you talked me into going to that Quartermaine party.
I knew I could change your mind.
You know, I think it's time for a lot of change around here. And I think that party's going to be an awful lot of fun.
According to Robert, it's going to be a lot more than fun.
Oh?
Well, he's been very mysterious about it all, but he said that it's going to be a very exciting night.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say you can bet on that.
Hello?
Hello, Monica. Is that you?
Yes, it's me. Who's this?
This is Jimmy Lee.
Oh, Jimmy Lee. Well, I imagine you were calling to see how things are going for the party.
As a matter of fact, that is exactly why I'm calling.
Well, if there are any questions I can answer or any way I can assist you, I'd be most delighted.
Good. Are the caterers there?
Oh, yes, and have been for some time.
Is the bar set up?
They're working on it.
Good. I hope there's a lot of champagne. You know, that's very important. I want to see a lot of champagne tonight. I want it to flow, just like in the movies when it comes out of a fountain.
Well, I'm sorry there isn't going to be a fountain, but the champagne is imported.
Goodyear?
Good enough.
Listen, would you do me a favor? Would you put a couple of bottles on the side for me and put my name on it?
Oh, planning to get drunk tonight, are we?
No, it'll take more than that to get me drunk. As a matter of fact, may I suggest that you all might have a couple of stiff ones, you know. I know how nervous old Edward must be, and a couple of stiff ones might quiet him down, make the pill a little bit easier to swallow.
Jimmy Lee, you give yourself a little too much credit.
Come on, Monica. You're a little worried about this. You can be honest with me.
Well, believe it or not, you are the least of our problems at the moment.
We can't still be worried about that murder investigation. I thought you were all clear to that.
I'm going to just reserve celebrating until they find the real murderer.
You worry too much, just like your old father-in-law.
Will there be anything else?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. You better put something on the hardwood floors in the entry. Looks like there's going to be rain tonight.
Oh, I will be sure to tell Stella right away. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Goodbye.
Who was that?
The main attraction.
What did he want?
Well, yes, he wanted to see how things were going with the party.
Playing it to the hilt, is he?
Well, if you were in his shoes, wouldn't you?
You have a point there, madam.
Yes, now all you have to worry about is how to get through the evening.
Don't cluster the androinums quite so close together, Harry. They're very fragile. Look, Edward, aren't they beautiful?
What happened to the Peruvian lilies?
I decided they weren't special enough.
You mean they weren't expensive enough? No wonder the economy's in such a mess.
Monica Quartermaine has been
Will you
cleared of
turn
all
that damn
charges
thing
in the
off?
Susan Baldwin murder case.
What's the matter, Edward? Aren't you interested in hearing about all the things about me being cleared?
I have already heard it, Monica.
Wonderful news, Monica.
Well, thank you, Lila. Thank you. It's so nice to know at least one Quartermaine is happy for me.
We're all happy for you, Monica. We're ecstatically happy for you.
Yes, I can see Edward's just bursting with happy.
Why don't you tell her how happy you are for her and get her off our backs?
You know, it's all well and good for you, Monica, but it sure does make things a lot tougher on the rest of us.
That's a true Quartermaine, always looking out for himself.
That's why you've always fit so well into this family, Monica.
Edward, I don't understand.
I think what Father is trying to say, Mother, is that the list of murder suspects is now getting narrower and narrower since Monica is no longer on it.
Well, surely they don't imagine that either of you could have murdered Susan?
No, not yet. That's why they're so nervous.
I have nothing to be nervous about.
Well, that I'm not sure about, dear.
Lila, whose side are you on?
Well, ours, of course.
That's exactly my point.
What point?
We have to stick together as a family. It is quite obvious that Scorpio is onto something about the blackmail. The one thing that we've got to do is keep a united front.
Well, I don't see why I have to jeopardize myself. I mean, I have been cleared.
Look, may I remind you, Monica, the only thing you have been cleared of is Heather's accusations. But according to the news report, there's a new, unnamed source.
Good point. Good point, Father.
I didn't pump bullets into Susan's picture.
There's a big difference, Monica, between shooting at a picture and shooting at a person.
I agree. And frankly, I resent your insinuations.
Well, then we're even, Edward. I resent yours.
So, You all looking forward to the party tonight?
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, you've got reason to celebrate. Congratulations. I heard the good news.
Why, thank you very much, Grant.
Indeed. Well, you all must be very happy.
Yes, ecstatic.
Yeah. The paper says it looks as if they'll be arresting a prime suspect soon. It's a relief to know there will be one less murderer walking the streets now, isn't it?
All depends on the suspect.
Pardon me?
Oh, thunder. Oh, don't tell me a storm.
Oh, don't worry. Maybe it'll pass over.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure from the looks of things. We could be in for a rough night.